going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will put total weather to crank us up. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
To the ground with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Moore will throw. Pressure coming. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. The Ducks are in the red zone. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Quickly complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. When you did it with your running back, I mean slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Moore to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. He's at the and he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Sends the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Trying the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Open space at the 25. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the ground, it's Wallace. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Back to pass. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sutter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this.
There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He wants to change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Hill. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Moore to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
Finds the big tight end. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Grant. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run. The OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Graham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Complete out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, going to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He's an open space downfield. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to let it go. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sutter. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Moore will throw. Got his man on the right.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Colts uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 4 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession lead.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. And he's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And you definitely want to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. And I like how the defense does it here. Gets him moving outside the pocket. But I also like the play by the QB. It's second down, man. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down. You're still in a good position to get points.
This defense, standing tall, trying to get the stop on third and goal after having their backs against the wall. Pushes ahead. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He wants to go deep. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the move. There he goes. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be changing the route. On the option. Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Smashes ahead. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Moore to the air. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He lets it fly. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Turning it on. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Fires to the big fella.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. The defense has it in the waiting moments, trying to keep them alive, and he scores.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Georgia. We'll parachute back into your game, fellas, if anything changes in this heavyweight battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move, it's Watson. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll toss it to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. Quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a third and long. They'll try the left side. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good